What a day for the Buccaneers. This gent, after a monumental season in the NFL, just becoming a major big-time grown-ass man in this grown-ass man league, hopped on a horse and rode it around the circumference of Raymond James Stadium's Super Bowl playing field. This is a guy living his best life, joining us here on the Rich Eisen Show from the world champion Buccaneers, Devin White. How are you, Devin?
I'm doing good.
I mean, sure are. Look at you. I'm watching this ride. What's the name of that horse that you rode yesterday, Devin?
Dream.
So it is Dream. It's the same horse that you've been riding around the last few years then, huh?
Nah, I got plenty of horses, man. I switch them up all the time.
Okay.
Might see me on a different one.
So is this the same horse that went viral with you riding around getting ready for your draft back in the day?
Nah, that was for the draft. Nah, that was a different horse.
Okay. What was this like for you, this ride?
It was good to be able to go on a different field, different venue, and with the Super Bowl grass still down, all the Super Bowl stuff still up, and host the Lombardi Trophy while riding one of my precious animals. It was very good, and it was like just fun, man. Just best of both worlds for me, man, because, I love football and I love horses, so it was the best of both worlds at one time.
How did Dream like it? Because that might have been the greatest piece of turf that horse has ever stepped on. As you know, that thing is as manicured as it gets, a Super Bowl field.
Yeah, that's crazy, though. That's crazy because Dream's pregnant and I haven't been riding her at all. She's just been sitting down here just getting ready to have a baby. But obviously you can ride horses all the way up until the final weeks of their pregnancy. And I was like, man, I don't care even if she ain't rolled up, because most times you want to have them rolled up and ready to perform. But I just pulled her straight out and like, hey, you know what to do, let's do it. And she gave me a good ride, man.
She did. You could see. Look, I'm not an expert. My wife is actually, and you could just see the horse. I don't know. It just looked like the horse was the stride that you had going. It looked like it was a celebration.
Yeah, she did a good job, man. I was really proud of her. For not having been rode in so many, like a couple months, since I've been here. I was riding there first, and I was like, I'm gonna just let her chill. But I had to get that moment with her, so I know she was probably happy, and I'm happy that we could share that moment together.
Ah, that's awesome. Devin White here on the Rich Eisen Show. Let's get into the game, Devin. What were you able to do that you thought going into the game, this is what we're going to do? What did you pull off that you felt so confident that you could? What exactly was it?
I feel like going in the game, I feel like we, as a defense, as a whole, I feel like we knew we could affect Mahomes' timing, with the pass rush. And on the back end, we feel like we could get the guys up front enough time to actually get after him, and not just let him, get quick throws or whatnot. And I feel like we all played, everybody had a hand in on that game. And I feel like we all executed, and we had our mindset right. And, you see with a team that's all in what they can accomplish.
So after the game, Devin, you called the Chiefs' offense gimmicky. What did you mean by that?
I call them gimmicky.
Yeah.
Most teams in the league, they line up. They do what they do. They run the ball. They run the ball well, and they after the run, they, create play action or drop that pass or whatever. But, man, they like to do, a lot of eye candy. Which is like a gimmick, because that's not. I ain't gonna say it's not real football, but it's not modern day football. They add a lot of special stuff to their game, but all that stuff right there, it's not what it is. So I mean, we was able to pick up on it and we was able to stop it. But say like a team that come right at you, it probably would have been a different fight. But they had a lot of gimmicks to run the person across the field, make him run up the field, make him run this, do that, and. Everybody know what a gimmick is. It's not natural. Something that's not natural.
What would you say, Devin, to the, argument post Super Bowl 55 with the Chiefs not looking at all the way that they've looked in any other game that Mahomes has been starting, that it might have been a different result had the two starting tackles for the Chiefs been out there? What do you say to that?
It is what it is. They wasn't out there. And whoever was behind us, they would have won the game. Yeah, man, that's what these guys are here for. They step in and we don't miss a beat. It's always going to be that. But at the end of the day, when we played Green Bay, we had 2 starting safeties out, and then nobody say, oh, y'all just so good when y'all was able to get it done. Did nobody say Aaron Rodgers couldn't even score and couldn't get the job done, and they had two safeties out. But we're gonna give this team all the glory because they didn't have their 2 tackles, and I don't think that's right. At the end of the day, I feel like whoever was out there, I feel like our team would have did a great job against them. So I mean, that is what it is. They wasn't out there. I mean, I hate that they wasn't out there because obviously you want to always play a team at full go, so you know the best on best, but. I mean, it's not my fault. I can't control what happens over there, but I knew we was ready to play, and I feel like their backup should have been ready to play as well.
Well, I guess, Devin White, let me ask questions about the playoffs as a whole before we get to the future. When Aaron Rodgers on 4th down in that NFC Championship game, down 8, trots off the field, and Mason Crosby comes on to kick a field goal, were you surprised in that game?
Yeah, I thought, most definitely. I thought they would give him a shot, 4th down territory, and I think the amount of points they was down, I think they was going to give him a shot to, get a touchdown. But I truly believe we would have stopped them again. We had stopped them so many times in a row because the great coverage we was playing. We've been playing some good red zone defense up in the postseason. So, I mean, then it would have led to them getting no points, and then that probably would have been another story. I don't know. But, I mean, I thought they would, man. Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback, and I know if I'm a coach, I want the ball in his hands at the end of the game, whether he get it or not. At least I went out swinging.
Devin White here on the Rich Eisen Show. You were the first draft choice of Bruce Arians. What did he say to you on the phone when he drafted you 5th overall, 2019?
Well, BA already told me on my top 5 visit if I was available at pick 5 that he was going to take me. And, I mean, he was a man of his word, so when he got on the phone, he just said, I told you I was going to get you if you was there. I was like, you did. And then I was like, man, we got business in him. And he was like, hey, get your running shoes. We do. Like, let's get to work. Like, we already knew what the goal we wanted, and we already knew what type of players that he needed to get that goal, and we talked about it. So, I mean, all this is not really a surprise to me. It happened a little faster than what I probably thought, but at the rate that our defense was going last year, I knew we were just one step away.
No, and I know you said after the game as well that you were pleased that Todd Bowles is staying put. And what has he done? What does he do? How good is he to unlock you and connect you with Levante David behind that defensive line with Shaq Barrett showing up and showing out? He arrived in the same year that you did from Denver, much unheralded. Now look at him. I'm wondering what he does, Devin.
Yeah, I mean, Todd Bowles is the mastermind of it all. In my opinion, he's the best defensive coordinator in the NFL just because he's one of those defensive coordinators that you really don't have to fit his scheme. He works with the players that's already in the scheme, and he makes the scheme fit those players. And he calls his plays accordingly. And a lot of people don't do that, but that's one thing Todd Bowles does. And, man, I really applaud him, man. He always put everybody in the best positions. Some games, like, he feel like a person needs to do this or a person needs to do that. And he's mainly always right because he watched so much film. He's probably the first. I know for sure he the first or second coach in the building all the time. I think Coach Moore is the only coach that beat him in the building. And Todd Bowles be there at like 4:30 a.m. every morning, even earlier. So that just lets you know what type of dedication that he puts into this game. And, him getting his credit is well-deserved because he put the work in.
Devin White here on the Rich Eisen Show, Super Bowl champion, Tampa Bay Buccaneer. A few more minutes left with him. First time you met Brady was when? When did you first meet Tom Brady? Devin.
Oh, man, I won't say when we came in for camp.
Okay.
First time I know he was one of a lot of guys that come down. But, I mean, I was in the country. I was doing my thing, so I was like, hey, you're going to have to wait, TB. But now when we came in for camp and stuff, that was the first time.
What do you mean you were in the country? What are you talking about? What does that mean?
Like, Tom Brady was in Florida, and I was in Louisiana where I'm from.
That's the country. Okay. So then what was your first conversation with him like? Because I'm picking up a lot of pride from you, Devin, in every word you say, that you are a serious professional, and Brady, I think, would definitely float to that sort of mentality, and you to his.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what that is like for you.
Yeah, we had already talked on the phone probably, when he first signed and stuff. But when I first met him in person, the thing is like we were just talking about about training camp, and we need to get it going basically because we need to win now. And man, everything's been history ever since, because obviously he's the quarterback over there. I'm the quarterback on my side of the ball, and it was like, hey, let's go fight for it all.
So, where obviously there was a lot made of your horseback ride. I assume you were in the boat parade too, right, Devin?
Most definitely.
Okay, who were you on the boat with?
I was on a big red boat with Levante, Shaq, JPP, Donovan, Rojo, Leonard Fournette, LaShawn McCoy. There was a couple of I think there was a couple of us on there. Ryan wasn't on there. His family was on there. I think that was it though. Just us boys, and had a couple more people on there. A couple coaches on there.
Okay.
A lot of family members on there. Other players.
All right. Did you see the video of the way your quarterback left the event, Devin? You see that?
Yeah. Definitely. A lot of people left the event like that. Why not turn up when you just won the world championship? Like, what you holding back for?
No, I understand. Did you walk out of this event like this and the video wasn't seen? Okay. Are you?
No, I'm not a drinker, but even if I was to drink, I knew I wasn't going to drink on that day because I still had to go ride that horse.
That was the main event, is what you're saying. The dream ride was the main event for you.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Okay. So, but I agree with you. To me, that's one of the most relatable Tom Brady moments in the history of Tom Brady, was the way that he was strolling.
Yeah, that was dope. Tom put in a lot of work this season, and I promise you, he probably ain't had a drink all season 23-01. He probably ain't had a drink all season, and that guy is very dedicated to his craft, his body, his mind. He, the amount of work he put in, and, man, he was just letting it all out. And the thing was, I don't blame him, man. That parade was one of the best parades I ever seen in the history of parades. It was thousands of boats out there. It was thousands of people lined on side of the stream that we was flowing down, and it was crazy. I didn't even know Tampa Bay had that many people. I ain't never been into that part of Tampa Bay that we was riding them boats through.
Well, I guess last one for you then, Devin, or two. I got two more for you. Last one for you. If Brady had flipped the Lombardi Trophy towards anybody on defense, whose hands would you trust the most?
On defense?
Yes, sir.
Either Sean Murphy-Bunting, number one.
Yep.
Mike Edwards, number two.
Yep.
And Devin White, number three.
Yeah. You got to be first.
Nah, I got to put Sean first.
Yeah, I mean, you've got
we got a best hands in a pick list up in the locker room, and SMB he first on it, so I got to just keep giving him his credit. I ain't gonna take his credit from him.
Okay, so where are you on that list in the locker room?
I'm two on the pick list.
Right.
I got some playoff picks count a little more than just one pick, and all my picks came in the postseason. Hands, I got great hands. You seen the one from Drew Brees. I snagged that all hands. So I'm top five on the hands. But SMB and Mike Edwards, they got the best hands.
All right, so you give some props to your teammates, but I again that's part of your game that makes you particularly special, is that the way that you can go sideline to sideline, shoot a gap, meet someone in the hole, cover somebody, and then grab it. Not be one of those guys where somebody in the booth goes, well, that's why he plays defense and not offense. That you grab it and you take it to the house. How much better can you get? Like, what is your mentality here, Devin, before I send you on in the rest of your day?
Oh, my ceiling doesn't have a ceiling on it. It just keeps going upward. Just as long as I'm able, just physically healthy, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put the work in to perform to keep getting better and better. And there's always going to be little things I can improve in on my game, whether even if it's not directly football, it might be my body-wise that, hey, I did something to help me get an even quicker twitch. I'm going to always be trying to gain notes and tips. Like last offseason, I tried to do the TB12 band workout, and just to get the flexibility and stuff that he does. And I feel like it helped. I continue doing it in my drills that I do just to make me a better football player. And, and I'm going to just keep going up. Every year it's going to be something to work on, until I'm done playing the game. And that's my mentality. So it's like if I was in the car, the car ain't got no roof because it ain't no ceiling. We just going to keep getting better and better.
Devin White, I have enjoyed every last second of this conversation. Do not lose my number because I'll be asking you to call it and vice versa. Anytime. I really appreciate the time. Congrats on the championship, your first, hopefully of many. And I really love watching you play. Thanks for the call.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Have a good day.
You too. That's Devin White. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.